Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my second binder, and second binder means we are in the series of Magic Ruler and Pharaoh's Servant, because in the first binder we have already seen the series before. And yeah, this binder is beginning with the overview page of Magic Ruler. So once again we have some ultra rares on the left side and super rares on the right side. The two secret rares, which are Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and Serpentine Dragon. This time they're American prints, so no more German prints for secret rares. And I chose again some significant commons or rares, and for Magic Ruler I chose Upstart Goblin as a common because it's super handy and playable. And for the rare I took Cyberjar, and it's triple sleeve because I'm playing it in my first aid deck and it's one of my favorite cards. So yeah, Cyberjar made the cut and is the special rare card you see here in the overview. And yeah, what about Magic Ruler? Magic Ruler is probably my favorite set because of the magic cards, as Magic Ruler is saying, because Magic Ruler just changed the game so much when it came out. There were so many powerful cards in it, especially Snatch Steal, Delinquent Duo, Mystical Space Typhoon, and even the other cards influencing the hands like the Forceful Sentry, Painful Choice, and yeah, so Confiscation is the other one. Plus, there was also the Toon theme. I never really liked the Toon cards, but that was also a significant change, significant for collectors, not really for the players, because Toon cards are not really playable. And Magic Ruler furthermore had some more interesting cards like Mahavilo, which is one of my top 3 favorite cards because I love equip spells, and Mahavilo is gaining 500 attack for every equip card you put to Mahavilo, so it can become a really powerful monster. And other playable cards for the super rares are Banisher of Light and Messenger of Peace. And then on the left side we have 2 more equips, Megamorph, Eggs of Despair, and as a super rare Black Pendant. So many of these cards do see play in my decks and saw plays in other decks. So Magic Ruler was really important for the actual game in 2000. I think we are still in 2002, maybe already 2003. I'm not absolutely sure. So yeah, and on the next pages you're going to see all these cards again and again and again, because when I have several decks I need them many times, so that's what you're going to see. But here on the first page, whenever I have cards in my first aid deck, you're going to see them here. So I have a Mystical Space Typhoon American first aid, a Snatch Steal, a Delinquent Duo, and as I already said, the Cyberjar. Then there's a Giant Trunade as a first edition, and I recently got this first edition card. It's a Toon World, and yeah, here are the other 2 Toon monsters, Toon Mermaid and Toon Summon Skull. And that's it for the overview. Maybe there's something I would like to have still missing. Yeah, maybe I'm playing a deck with a ban list from 2004, so all the forbidden cards are also playable in there. So I could need a first edition Forceful Sentry or a Confiscation. I don't have these yet, but actually I'm pretty fine with what it actually is. So yeah, let's go for it. So here's some Eggs of Despairs. Most of them are American Unlimited, because whenever I play normal decks I try to get the American Unlimited versions, so not English, not spell cards. So just as it is here, I'll show you. It's just the MRL 002 saying there's no E for England and the magic card. And what you can see here, why I do that is because there's a huge difference to other forms. So not only saying spell card, this one, I mean this is from Spell Ruler, not from Magic Ruler, it's also much brighter, and I don't like the bright green. I always like to play the dark green, and that's why when you go for the old cards, first edition, even first edition and magic card, they just look different. And of course there also is the difference between English and North American prints. So yeah, here all first edition Mahavilos for my Mahavilo deck, and in my Azura Priest, I think it's a Trumbull deck, I also have more Mahavilos to play them, but there it's also with Spear Dragon as a reprise Big Bang Shot, so it's trying to get through the defense. So I always try to import some Mahavailos in different decks, but it's not that easy because Mahavailo of course is super dependent to equip spells, so it's tricky. But I love the card, so I try to play it. And yeah, here we have many variations of Upstart Goblins. So magic card, then the Spell Ruler spell cards. Here I think these are, it's called, the set is called Dam 1, so I do not really remember what it was. And here are the OCG High Rare, Secret Rare Upstart Goblins. Yeah, there are some constructions going on in the flat next to me, so I hope it won't be too loud, but it is what I did. It is what it is. So yeah, that's the effect you see of this card. I think it's super, super pretty. And that's why I got two. I think they were like $20. And yeah, just super good looking. Then there's one more Upstart Goblin from the Legendary Collection and more confiscations, but not really needed. And yeah, what we have here, two of my favorite cards, Snatch Steal and Delinquent Duo. And for Snatch Steal, I have a first edition German one for my Warrior deck, and then there are two more first edition from England, and the one you already saw in the overview. So I do have 4 first edition Snatch Steals, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 magic cards for Snatch Steal, and then there's one spell card from Spell Ruler. And this is a Dark Beginning reprint ultra rare spell card, and here's the OCG ultra rare. And for the Delinquent Duo, I only have one first edition card, the one you already saw, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 magic cards and some spell cards, another one from Dark Beginning, and the secret rare version for my secret rare deck. And the same again for, so TrueNate, it's different because you can play 4 in each deck, but here Mystical Space Typhoon, you actually need 1 in almost every deck, so that's why I do have that many of these, because I play many decks. And for Mystical Space Typhoon, it's almost the same. I have another first edition English one and even a third one, and I think here we don't see any German Mystical Space Typhoon. But we do have the Ultimate Rare from the Astral Pack 8, and then there's the Secret Rare for the Secret Rare deck. And again, just to have the comparison, a spell card from Spell Ruler. So I think you again see the color difference between this one and this one. And yeah, let me know what you think about. But I think that this difference is really huge. And when you like a card, you also want to have it in the best condition, and that's why I'm always trying to get magic cards. But especially on Card Market, it's tricky because many traders don't tell you what they have, if it's really Magic Ruler American or if it's a reprint or an original print. So you have to ask for photos and so on. Give me a second. Yeah, TrueNate. I'm playing TrueNate in OTK decks and sometimes in side decks, so there are not too many. But yeah, I got some magic cards, I got a first print and also spell cards, but nothing special here. It's just a super nice looking super rare card. And yeah, giant TrueNate. I'm always happy when I get some for around 2-3 euro. Super playable. And here we have more of the forbidden cards, Forceful Sentry and Painful Choice. And what I also try to get is a Rush Recklessly rare first edition, because it's a surprising card. I love to play it, not especially in a side deck. You can also main it, but it really depends to the opponent's deck if it's going to work or not. But it's super surprisingly to maybe use a Zaluk and then go over Kaiku and just make the damage and get the additional card. Maybe that was not the best example, but it is what came into my mind now. And yeah, Cyberjar, there's the Ultimate Cyberjar. I ordered one American first ed like 3 months ago from Costa Rica, but through because of COVID-19 the card is maybe never arriving, I don't know, but this is the German one. It's also looking nice, but I'm absolutely waiting for the American. Then there are Shining Angels for my Secret Rare deck, and we're gonna see the original ones from Magic Ruler later on. As you may already know from the previous videos, usually these are Magic Ruler or Spell Ruler cards, but if I have reprints like this one, I also put them in this binder, because when I'm looking for the cards, I have to have it here. Yeah, here we have the special or the significant Magic Ruler monsters like Senju, Shining Angel, the Boar Soldier, the Mother Grizzly or Giant Germ. I do not have playsets of all of them because I just don't use them, but yeah, a few. And then for Nimble Momonga, which is a card I absolutely love, I have a first edition one. There's even a French one and some German ones, and I have a playset of the champion pack cards. I'll show you the other one as well. So here you see the first edition one and the super rare Nimble Momonga champion pack card. I love it. And before I decided to get the champion pack cards, I bought these OCG Japanese secret rare cards. I think it's like that. Yeah, I'll try to fix everything with the camera. I'm still learning. But this is a damn looking good card, and it was not expensive, like €2. So maybe you try to get them as well if you like Nimble Momonga. Lovely card. I'm still thinking about an Earthworm deck build. I didn't do it yet, but maybe in the next weeks there will be an Earthworm deck with King Tiger Vangu, and I think there's even one of these cards in here. Yeah, maybe the Boar Soldier. I don't know yet. And then there are Mystic Tomatoes. I ordered some. Is it dual terminal? I'm not sure. I ordered some Mystic Tomatoes because I have few. I usually don't like it, but I'm going to play them, so I ordered some more. And then here you have the field spell cards from Magic Ruler and more Messenger of Peace. I play them in one deck. That's why the sleeves, you know my system. And here we have we are going to Pharaoh's Servant already, but this is just some cards which didn't fit in, so they are here. So for Magic Ruler, let me know if there are some cards you think they are missing, because as you know, I don't have all the cards. I usually have the cards I got in boosters, or I bought because I want to play them in decks, or because I want to collect them, but I don't collect full sets because there are too many cards. I just don't worry about. I do not mind. Yeah, and here for Pharaoh's Servant, I'm gonna skip the thing except these 1000 Eyes restricts. They're here on page 1, so I can show you the OCG Ultimate version. And then there's the Pharaoh's Servant Unlimited one. And then I have one Master Collection, but it's beat up. It doesn't look good. But to play a playset and not to have to play my first edition card, I have this third version of 1000 Eyes Restrict. And then on the next page, we already see the overview of Pharaoh's Servant. So there's Jinzo. After 1 year of collecting, I finally decided to get a Jinzo first edition, and I bought a PSA one, a PSA 7, and cracked it because then I was sure that it's going to be a condition I like. And yeah, now I'm playing him as the last piece of my first edition deck, and I'm super proud I have it. And Pharaoh's Servant, for me, I mean, when I'm building my decks, I take the cards out of this album. I'm realizing, okay, there are some relevant cards Pharaoh's Servant brought to us, and these were, first of all, Premature Burial, Call of the Hounded, and the 1000 Eyes Restrict for Ultra Rares, because these two you can really play in every deck, and 1000 Eyes Restrict, depending if you play Metamorphosis or not, is a super decisive card and a signature card for gold format. So yeah, without Pharaoh's Servant, we couldn't have that format. And for super rares, maybe mentionable Gearfried, the Iron Knight, limited removal for Jinzo or machine decks, and of course Nobleman of Crossout and the Dust Tornado. Also staple cards which you can play in almost every deck. And the other secret rare is Imperial Order, forbidden card, negating all spell cards on the field. So very powerful, but yeah, in the old decks I can still play it. And so what more do we see here? There's the Ceasefire, the burning card for most of the side decks. I have a first edition one in a deck, so you're going to see that later. And the other cards, that's the Buster Blader, the Fiend Mega Cyber. There are some nice cards like Legendary Fisherman as well, which are collector cards and also cards you can play. And of course there are cards which see few play, like Parasite, Magical Heads, Mirror Wall. So these are the foils that Pharaoh's Servant brought to us. And for the rare cards, I chose Nobleman of Extermination and Gravity Bind. So here are my other Jinzos. That's an American, that's a BPT Jinzo, that's another American one, and this is an English one. And I think here you can also see the reprint difference. So color-wise, the right one is much more red than the left one. And what you see here is that this one that the foil is reversed and the other one not. And for the name, the one is PSV 000 and the other one is PSV E000. And usually I always try not to have the E's, but this one I got out of a friend. He wanted an American, so I I traded one with him, and now I have this English one for the collection. It's okay, but it is what it is. And then there are more Jinzos I do have. Another American one. This is the OCG Ultimate Jinzo. Nothing happened, don't worry. Triple sleeved. And yeah, Ultimate Rare Jinzo. Really good looking. And then there's a Millennium Rare from OCG, and then this alternate artwork. And on the right side you do see all my Call of the Hornets. So there's a German one, and then there's another first edition one, English one, and all the other ones are American Call of the Hornets. And again, you have this issue about being reprinted. So I'll show you a very dark and a very light version. Just if you mind, probably there's many people who don't mind, but that's one of the signature things about my collection, that I worry about the colors of the cards. So on the left side you see an old version, and that's European print first ed, and on the right side that's probably a reprint from 2015, and it's saying American. And people also said that you can see the reprints about the I don't know how I do that now, about the Eye of Anubis, that there's a huge difference. Not the color, I mean the way it is. So let me know about this Eye of Anubis reprint and how they differ. That would really interest me. I could have looked for it, but to be honest, I just forgot. So yeah, you can teach me something this day. And yeah, Dust Tornadoes, many Dust Tornadoes, because I play them almost every side deck. The same issue with the colors. Some are bright, almost pink. Other ones are like dark violet. And I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 first edition Dust Tornadoes, and the other ones are normal American Dust Tornadoes, super rare. And yeah, here you see more Ceasefires. This is the first edition one I just got. And then there's a Grave Robber. I got this one really cheap, like for 1 or 2 euro. And when I did the Korean pack opening, I also got a Korean Grave Robber. Probably one of the best artworks. And yeah, that's something you could tell me as well. Are there decks you play Grave Robber in, or is it? Is it just a collector's card? Let me know. Yeah, I was just going for the cat. And here we have Prohibition from Pharaoh's Servant and 3 secret rare Prohibition cards. Playing them in my side deck, secret rare. I'll show you the difference again because the Prohibition and secret rare is super nice. Yeah, I was thinking about not saying nice that often in this video, but let me know if that worked out. And here we have a double page almost full of Noblemen of Crossouts. There are some Noblemen of Exterminations and the new Crossout Designator, because I just like the artwork. I do not even really know what it does, but it's a new card and you see it's the Nobleman, so I wanted to have it. And for Noblemen of Crossout, I have some first edition Noblemans. I do have the German ones again for the Warrior deck, and I play them in my Vanilla deck, I play them in my Chaos deck, in my Gravekeeper deck, in an Exodia deck, and in my old school deck, like the old deck from 2004, and I have some more Magic cards, and I do have 6 more versions of the Structure Deck 1, because when I build new decks maybe I need more Noblemen, so there are some comments in here. And this is Premature Burial. Here I do have a German first ed, and I think there's, yeah, here there are 2, there's this one only, there's an English first ed, and all the other ones are quite normal. And here's even a common. This is from Starter Deck Kyber Evolution first ed. Sometimes I like the comments, and I once had a common deck, so that's why I do have this one here. And Premature Burial is a lovely card, only 800 life points you pay, and you can bring back almost everything, especially Mahavilo for the last series, and then Mahavilo is reborn with 2450 attack points. Am I right? I am wrong, it's 2050 attack. So, but yeah, Premature Burial, especially with Graceful Charity, you can bring back monsters to the graveyard and then reborn them. So super handy. Some more Fever Meteor Crushes for my equipped decks. Yeah, they are like other cards. When I don't mention them, it means I don't play them or they are not relevant for me. So once again, for Pharaoh's Servant, let me know if I missed out something. You would say, oh, he was missing, he was not mentioning that. Here's BBT Buster Blader. And this one is a damn good looking card. Buster Blader is the same. I do not really know if it ever saw play in normal decks, or if it's just a collector card. Let me know. And sometimes you do like the cards, you collect the cards because they were relevant in the anime, in the TV series. But yeah, I didn't watch it too much, so there are just many things I don't know. More limited removals, and a very great card is Magic Drain. The spell Counter Trap. It could have been in the first page. I do play it in some side decks, and it's a damn powerful card. Here we have Hayabusa Knight, also relevant for my Equip or OTK deck. And I think that's it for Pharaoh's Servant. There are some more common restricts, and after Pharaoh's Servant in my album I put some promotional cards because I had some space left, and I think time-wise it's also almost fitting because they're all promo cards and I collect them and they mean a lot to me. So they are in my second binder, so that's we're gonna see what we're gonna see now. Okay, there's the rest of Pharaoh's Servant. So there are more Goblin Attack Forces, one from Dark Beginning. There's an Island Turtle, one of my favorite artworks. And as a kid, I always loved movies with island turtles or that theme. And it's also a nice defense card, 2000 defense, and could work in a water deck. Just a great card. And short print. And there are, yeah, the ultra rares I already mentioned, the Fiend Mega Cyber. and yeah, Gearfried as a super rare, and here we have the BPT Battle Pack tin, Gearfried the Iron Knight, and more Imperial orders. And what I wanted to show you is this Eye of Anubis. Let me know if you ever saw something ugly as that. So the normal Imperial order, and then here we have this one. Do you see the Eye of Anubis? Isn't that hilarious? Ridiculous. So I've seen Eye of Anubises like somewhere here in super bad reprints, but I think this already is super awkward. If you want to have it, let me know. Yeah, I was going to do a special because I know it's a damn long video and maybe there are people who don't make it this far. So this time I'm gonna give away any super rare from Magic Ruler or Pharaoh's Servant. So in the comments let me know which super rare you would like to have, and between all the people who comment until, let's say, end of July, I'm going to give you the super rare you want to have. Yeah, so the promotional cards I was talking about are Sinister Serpent, Harpy's Feather Duster, and the third one you're going to see on the next page, because I have them in here. I like them. And Sinister Serpent, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Stairway to Destined Duel, so the game promo. And then there are 5, 1, 2, and then there are 3 behind, 3 more. And there are 5 Sinister Serpents from WC4. And yeah, so they are all secret rare. They almost look the same, but I prefer the SDD one. And as you see, I play them in many decks, or almost every deck. I think there are few decks you don't play Sinister Serpent in. And the Harpy's Feather Dusters, they are from SDD as well. I think I sold or traded the WC4 one. So only 2 Harpy's Feather Dusters left. And yeah, they are played in the 2 decks I already mentioned. The one is the 2004 one, and the other one is the last ban list before, is the Invasion of Chaos ban list. That's where I played. And yeah, here we go with Slate Warrior. Maybe you already know it, Slate Warrior is my favorite card. I do have many of them, and for my Slate Warrior collection, you now see them all. On the left side, I have 3 super rare Slate Warriors from the game the Falstum Kingdom, and then there are 2 German ones, and the other super rare Slate Warrior is the one from TP8. And to be able to compare them, I'm gonna put them here. I think they absolutely look alike. So on the left side it's the Falstum Kingdom one, and on the right side this is the TP8 one. And the one I like the most is the Secret Rare one, because I love Secret Rare cards, so I'm collecting many of them. But I recently got a 4th variation of Secret Rare. It's this one from Dual Terminal, because a friend of mine, he went to the States, and thinking of me, he brought me this Shatterfoil Slate Warrior. Also sexy. Yeah, and for the Secret Rare ones, I do own 79. And you do see them all here and on the next pages. So that's all the same card. All in here, ending binder number 2. Many, many Slate Warriors. And in the end, I'm going to take out one of them and let you know how it looks. Most of them are near mint, so let's see if this one is a good version to show. And thank you for watching 29 minutes with my mistakes, with my maybe irrelevant facts. But now you see how my Magic Ruler and Pharaoh's Servant collection is looking, and you see my Slate Warrior. I'm still practicing with the camera with you together, and we stay under 30 minutes. I still have 20 seconds to finally get it into the camera. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I really do appreciate that you watch my videos. Let me know what I can do better. I was putting like 20 seconds in the 20 minutes for the light and for the camera angle. I hope that worked better. And yeah, let me know. See you in the next video. Bye bye.